Welcome to Cronkite Sports Live. My name is Reed Harmon, and alongside me is Chris Fahrendorf. And today we have some ASU football to discuss. ASU took their first loss of the season last Saturday against San Diego State in San Diego. They lost by a score of 28-21, and this is the first loss of the Herm Edwards era. Chris, let me just get started there. What are some of the offensive concerns for ASU?
Well, my main concern is the offense relies much too heavily on N'Keal Harry and his production. Through the first 3 games, he has 315 of the 958 receiving yards and 4 of the 7 total passing touchdowns. And guess what? Defenses are picking up on this. Michigan State and San Diego State have basically shut down our offense through the first halves of each game by focusing their attention on Harry. There's only so much he can do, and in order to win crucial games, ASU must learn to not rely so much on N'Keal.
Now, is there a reason to be questioning the play calling by ASU?
So at the beginning of the season, Herm has said and stuck by his word that he'll go for it on 4th down if he deems it necessary. After the loss to SDSU, Herm was asked if he regretted going for it on 4th down. He said, "I'd make that decision every time. We could make a 4th and 1, and I'll do it again if I deemed necessary." To me, there is no real reason to question a coach who will always back his players and trust his players to do their job.
Yeah, I couldn't agree. A lot of ASU's offensive problems have been self-inflicted. Now, what are the ways, what kind of discipline must be taken, if any, to kind of minimize the amount of penalties?
So I don't really think there's much ASU's coaching staff can do to minimize the penalties. At the beginning of each season, I do believe that all colleges have to get back in the groove. All football teams have to start off the year and start slow and then pick up the pace. After a couple more games, I believe the ASU offense will begin to come together, and then we'll finish the season strong.
Now, going off of that, they have a pretty tough task this coming Saturday up against Washington. How can ASU beat that team?
Yeah, in order for ASU to beat Washington, our offense has to be explosive and on their game. Through the first 3 games, they have only converted 32% of their 3rd down conversions. Also, the ASU offense ranks last, averaging just 115 rushing yards per game. Over the past 2 games, Eno Benjamin has rushed for only 48 yards on 26 carries. If we can expect the ASU defense to keep doing what they've been doing, then we need the ASU offense to step up their game in order to beat number 10 ranked Washington.
All right, and that's a wrap for ASU football on Cronkite Sports Live. Once again, this is Chris Fahrendorf. I'm Reed Harmon. Thank you.